G'day, it's Bobby. I've just been up to the supermarket, local Woolies, and I've got the stuff for tea, so come on dude. What I've got tonight is I'm going to boil a chook. I'm going to boil it for a good 3 hours. I walk into the house now and got the bag. I've carried it back from the street. Got the chook here. I'm going to put that into a pot of boiling water and turn it down to simmer, and I'll simmer it for probably 3 hours, and hopefully the meat will drop off and I can do the chicken and sweet corn soup. Okay, so look, I've filled up the pot full of water, or the big saucepan, and what I'm going to do now is I'll just take you through the ingredients. But I'm going to start from scratch making this. I'm going to boil up the chook and boil it for a couple of hours, and then make the soup from there. It's the first time I've made this, so let's just see how we go. I've got a bit of instruction from my master chef, which is her sister, and her son-in-law, who's a chef. So anyway, hopefully I can pull this off. Okay, so I've got here, I'm going to use some spring onions and carrot, and those three items are actually going to go in the water while I'm boiling the chook, or while I'm simmering the chook for a couple of hours. I've got some eggs that are going to go in the final once it's ready. I've got some corn kernels and cream corn. It's actually cream corn, but I might put a few kernels in as well. A little bit of garlic. That's actually going to go in during the boiling process of the chook as well. I may need that, I may not, because the way I'm doing it is going to create its own chicken stock. A bit of salt and pepper is going to go in it while it's boiling as well, while the chook's cooking. A little bit of soy sauce at the end when I'm making the soup. Worcestershire, perhaps not. A bit of corn flour is going to go in as well. And I've got the chook, so the chook is actually, I'll put that in while you're on. Let's get that chook. I don't know where this chook's going in here now, and I'm going to turn. Imagine if I couldn't fit it. Yeah, that fits. Okay. I need to bring this to the boil. So let's see what happens. Once it comes to the boil, I'll turn it down to simmer, and while that's happening now, coming to the boil, I'll chop up those spring onions, carrot, etc., celery. Okay, so I've washed all the celery, spring onions, carrot. Okay, celery, and some carrot. Okay, so I brought it to the boil and it's now simmering away. Let's have a look. That'll get all the flavours out and it'll be the basis for the soup. Pull the chicken out, I'll break all the chicken off, put some of it back in, perhaps all of it, and put the rest of the ingredients together. I'll take you through that as we go. Okay, so the 3 hours are up and the bird's been cooked, and I've stripped it. And let's have a look. So there she is there. Plenty of chicken. The chicken will now be thrown into the beautiful broth there, and that will help to make the soup. Okay, here we go. So I've torn up the chicken. Put that in there. There's enough chicken in the soup. I've chopped up the rest of the spring onion. So move that excess chicken out of the way. The corn flour. Bit of corn flour, boiling water. We'll mix that up. Bring this back to the boil. Mix in the corn flour. Add a couple of eggs. Couple of tablespoons of soy. This has got to come back to the boil. We'll put a bit of the creamed corn in. Okay, so I'll keep mixing that in. Okay, we're ready for a taste test. Trace, you ready? Okay, we'll get Tracy. She's the. Trace. How are Trace?
Hello.
Okay, we need you to taste it. So, can you use that spoon?
Mm-hmm.
It's just now honest truth. We want the honest truth.
Do you really?
Hang on. Be honest, like not enough flavour.
Yeah, it probably needs a little bit more flavour, just a little bit more.
Gee, that's harsh. It's really harsh. I've worked for hours on this.
Have you put chicken stock in, have you?
No, I haven't.
You haven't put chicken stock?
No, but it's had a whole chook in it for 3 hours, so surely that's enough.